And we're live. What's up, Future Fighters? Zach here. We got a live stream event for you guys. This live stream event is featuring two topics, and the two topics are first the Triple D decks, the three various Dragon decks. But the first conversation that we're going to have is a discussion about the Atlanta Regionals with our champion from Atlanta, Parker. So I guess I'll let Parker start it off because he's going to kind of give you guys a rundown of the event and maybe give a little hint about his deck list that he ran because it doesn't become, I guess, public on the official website a little bit, but he has released his deck list, so we'll let him take it.
Thank you very much, Zach. It's about 70 to 80 participants. There were a couple of dropouts because the promo was really valuable, but all in all, it was a really exciting tournament. A lot of Dungeon World, and Hero World, and Ancient World running around, and that was why I thought that I would really want to play my deck, which was Jackknife, Drum Bunker, 5th Omni. The main deal is using Jackknife, Drum Bunker's ability to have move, penetrate, double attack, and 3 critical all at once, because it lets me out aggro pretty much every aggressive deck while not being too susceptible to the monster destruction. The reason it was kind of a risky call is because if people were still playing the Dragon and the Billy Knuckle decks and all these wall decks, like I wouldn't be able to beat them. My main list had almost 0 destruction, so it was very, he's got the list up there. I won't go too much into that. I would like to talk a little bit about how some of the matchups went. I actually lost first round to Asmodai aggro, I'm going to call it. Didn't have very many defensive spells, just call size 1 Asmodais, use body replicant to go into a size 3 Asmodai, and then restand him with 1 more set for an easy 8 to 11 damage per turn, combined with a nice defense on the side. I wasn't able to get over that. I also was still figuring out my sideboard at the time, which is an eclectic mix of going to the Gold Ritter or going to the Kaiser Drum to answer various strategies. After that, things started to pick up. I had a match against a kid who was playing a Vagabond Dungeon World deck, and then somebody was trying out the Negerval's 5th Omnilord deck list, which had some pretty scary scenarios with Death Asmodai hitting Grangadez and the size 1 Destruction Black Dragon off of Death Asmodai, which was pretty much impossible to beat the Grangadez once it resolved. After that, a lot of my matches ended up being Dungeon World, which is what I was hoping for, and I was able to claw my way back up into the top 8. Definitely, most of the lists were basically just copying Summer's Dungeon World mix, and I didn't really have much to worry about in terms of the aggro because they're a little bit more flexible, but at the same time they don't have guaranteed like 11 damage turns. Actually, sorry, I lied. They're pretty consistent on the offense, but even one Dragon Shield can kind of disrupt that by stopping the 4 damage hits. One of the best things, actually, that was winning me matches there was not moving, which is kind of a mind game. Because if you don't move the Jackknife, then they almost have to assume that you have a Dragon Shield and that they can't kill you. And so if they think that, well, I definitely can't kill my opponent, but if like the same number of attacks hit this Jackknife instead, then I can make the Jackknife effectively useless with no soul, won't have double tag, won't have crits, won't have move. So if they go for that instead, and I have a replacement Jackknife Drum Bunker, I would pretty much win. And that's how I won a large majority of my games. Definitely something to keep in mind if you see that deck list running around.
Okay, yeah, and the nice thing about the Jackknife Drum too is he's a double attack penetrate dude if you put like a Jack over a Jack Drum.
Yeah, if I call Jackknife Drum Bunker over Jackknife Drum Bunker, because there is a Jackknife monster and a Drum monster in his soul, he gets all 4 of the bonuses. So it's pretty nutty to open up two of them.
Yeah, I guess the strategy is to just jack into a jackknife drum, and hopefully you have a SD drum in the drop or something.
Yeah, I tried to accelerate the SD drums in the drop. I was running 4 originally, but I needed the 5th Omni engine to sustain my life and advantage when I had clumsy hands, which the deck is obviously guilty of having so many size 2 monsters.
Yeah, I guess that's the 5th Omni support is probably real nice, just because, like you're saying, a Jack is just a grade 2, so having all these ones that support it is probably nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right.
and Rondo is definitely the glad I managed to grab some, because being able to semi-tutor up all these the drums that can slow down the game, he's a lot better after the sideboard, or in arcade, or even just a 10 move, very powerful. It's incredibly low cost for how much advantage it provides for Dragon World.
Sweet. So you said in top 8, what were your matchups?
My first matchup was against my friend Brian Strickland and his Dungeon Knights. I mean, it's Dragon Knights, not Dungeon. Dragon Knights deck. He's been playing that since Set was his buddy. He focuses a lot on consistent advantage, using the new weapon to finish off with Gargantua Punisher, because he uses Linus and Kojiro to get a lot of free gauge from using move multiple times.
Cool. And so
And the simple,
yeah.
yeah, and the trick that his deck was that it can be a little slow because of those factors, and it's a little reliant on Punisher, and so he just didn't get to see them. He didn't open enough shields, and I drew a lot better. But the Dragon Maneuver was really good in that matchup, because he was able to stop a lot of my penetrate and advantage.
Okay, so in top 4, who was your match?
My matchup was against, I'm sorry, I think his name's Eric, and he was playing Quartet 5 with Super Combo Trooper Zizium.
Mm-hmm.
And that match opened pretty poorly for me, because the 7K defense is pretty daunting if I don't open Jackknife Drum Bunker, and he can get a lot of offense with Emergency Launch Decker Drum. Pretty much that was when the mind game started playing, where if I could encourage him to think, oh, attacking me is a bad idea, I will attack Jackknife, then a lot of the times I could sustain myself, use my own damage abilities to go down to 5, and then Grimoire and get really far ahead on advantage. Especially the first match, I won because he did not use Dizium's ability to use his resources to kill Jack, because he wanted to call them for offense, but it wasn't sufficient. Using guaranteed removal of Jack is usually one of the better ways to slow him down.
Alright, and then I guess obviously the finals was versus Dungeon World.
Mm-hmm. And his deck was unique in that he was mainboarding inverse Miserias, so if it came down to a slugfest, he would suddenly pull ahead, because he could go 1 or even 2 Miserias, gain a ton of life, and attack my board, where I could neither force him to a game-ending situation, nor really attack his advantage. So those were really good for him, but I guess it just being able to loop Crimson Drum after sideboard with Rondo really helped me slow his offense down, and then eventually be able to reverse it with Jackknife Drum Bunker.
Sweet. So overall experience pretty awesome, because you won, obviously, right?
Yeah. It was really great seeing so many enthusiastic players. I felt like all my games were a blast, and everybody had a really great attitude. Some of the nicest people I've ever played against, and it's really cool seeing so many younger players attending the event because it's free. So it's like, I mean, I even had a kid walk up to me. He's like, "I just bought the Jackknife trial deck. What can I do to play?" And we gave him some cards, and it was like, go have fun. It's great to see people that can do that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Alright, sweet. So I don't know if you have any closing remarks about Atlanta. I mean, you're the first, I guess, of our the circuit here to go to. This is Springfest, so you go to California and that's it, right?
I think so. I don't know too much about that or the prize support.
Yeah.
I would say that I'm very excited to see what people will come up with now that we've had a couple weeks. Now that we're gonna have a couple weeks into the Inverse Omnilord set. It definitely shakes up things a lot, and people who are mindful of that will definitely succeed at the next Spring Fest.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were commenting about the fact that they didn't see any Dark Heroes really, or Black Dragons in top, but I think I've seen some people post that it's too soon for people.
It really is.
Play.
Some people just don't. Some people just don't have the time or money to get their hands on like that stuff last minute. It's really hard. I mean, that's why I ended up abandoning any hope of using like Omnilords. I was like, it's better just to grab the stuff that's I couldn't even get my Fifth Omni Fist of Blades. I had to run a backup because I couldn't get them in time. But so at best you'd see a couple inverse Omnilords, maybe even like one or two people use them. And I think the Asmodite players managed to get their Deathless Modi, which was great. But the average player is not going to get to do that, and it is going to affect number of players. And since some of the other regionals are going to have a lot more players in bigger areas for buddy fight, we'll definitely see exactly how the meta shapes up then. And I think in that sense, I got kind of lucky that the format was a little turbulent.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. So that was Parker's experiences as the champion for Atlanta. We thank you for joining us, and I guess this is a good time for us to start transitioning to our main topic, which is the Buddy Fight Triple D trial decks. So these are trial decks that feature Star Dragon World, Darkness Dragon World, and regular Dragon World.
I will just say my piece as the champion. Sun Dragons are the best. Have fun, guys. I gotta go spend time with my brother.
All right.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us, Parker.
Thank you.
It's clearly confused. Darkness Dragon World is the best world, hands down.
All right, so
I mean, out of all the trial decks, he's not wrong.
let's see. So I'm going to start screen sharing here. So I guess the first is a shout out to Jason's website, Prodigal Games. This is the website that we use for top 8. So he had already compiled the top 8 deck lists from Atlanta. Yeah, so it's extremely impressive.
Is that your game up, Bushy?
All 8 top 8 deck lists by just asking the players, I guess, on the Facebook group and their friends, and he assembled all of them. So if you guys want to take a look at the top 8 deck lists, he's even linked every card to the wiki. So if you don't know what the card is, you can just click it, and it goes right to the wiki. So big shout out to Prodigal Games.
Step up, Bushy.
I don't know who's talking. It's a new robot. Is that the suit?
Yeah,
Hey, it's not me this time, guys. It's not me.
You need to connect to an internet or something.
boy.
Well, at least he's finally accomplished his goal. He's finally a brave machine.
Alright, so we start best first or best for last?
Let's go best first and work
Alright,
our way down.
And, so I guess we'll start with Darkness Dragon World.
Yeah.
Alright, so the first trial deck, which I guess is trial deck number 3, is the Black Dragon trial deck, Hollow Black Dragon. So it's actually a lot easier to go through the deck list for these cards as for going through each card. So I'll start it off with the first card, Twin Blade, Black Dragon, Zark, and Dilak. Let's say some words. So this card is a
something words.
Yeah, size 3, 725, call cost, pay 2 gauge, and put 2 Black Dragon from your drop into this card's soul. If there are 5 or more cards in your opponent's drop zone, this card gets double attack, and he's got Soul Guard normally. I guess he's okay.
It's okay.
He's 1 gauge cheaper than the Metamaria, I guess, right?
Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Metamaria is a better option, honestly.
Well, it depends what you're expecting to play, because Metamaria is good because of the ping damage, but I mean, if you're playing against 5th Omni and they got all those stupid weapons anyway that reduce damage, then what was it, Justin? Traditionally, Darkness Dragon World's super hard on gauge, right?
Yeah, it is.
Mostly from these trial decks. I guess the nice part about some of these trial decks is they're what, $10 now retail.
Yeah, they're like 8 to 10. Some places are selling them for 8, some are 10.
Which is good for trying to encourage people to get into the game.
Yeah.
Next card. Generic thing. He doesn't even have 3 crit.
Next.
Lame. Lame. Doesn't even have 3 crit. Not worth
Basically, if
mentioning.
I ever see a card that says 4 copies, it's probably not good. Alright. So next we have a size 2 Black Assailant Gore's Golby. This is a size 2 Black Dragon, the whole Black Dragon deck. Call cost. 2 gauge. When this card enters the field, destroy a monster on your opponent's field.
I feel like every trial deck seems to get one of these.
The pay to destroy, or are you talking about each trial deck, the triple D?
No, I've seen like Dragon World's first trial deck got one, Star Dragon World got one.
Yeah, but I think the difference for Dragon Worlds was it only destroyed size 2 or less. This one couldn't destroy anything, which is like okay
Right.
from that standpoint.
Yeah, it's okay for budget players, I guess, but not really all that great.
Yeah.
Alright, next we have Black Dragon, or Black Companion.
Oh, jeez.
Who's it?
Sorry, that was my phone.
We got another size 2. This one has 3 crit. When this card is destroyed, both players put the top 2 cards of his or her deck into the drop zone, and you gain 1 life.
And it's 3 crit.
3 crit. So I guess this is part of, so I guess the new Black Dragons are kind of focused on milling and getting a certain number of cards into the drop zone
Yeah.
so that your effects become live.
I would say this card is only really bad in the mirror match because you do not want to mill yourself.
Yeah. But I guess the life cost is just one of those added bonuses. It's not a terrible opener.
Yeah. And it's 3 crit, so people are more than likely going to destroy it.
Yeah, it's weak stats too. It's easily clearable.
Just double stigma it. Get lots of advantage.
Unless Magma Balls is on the field.
Black Swing Cage, Clairburs. When this card attacks and destroys a monster, put the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck into his or her drop zone. So this card, okay.
Yeah. I feel like
It's kind of like the old Spectral Strikers, kind of.
Yeah.
But
See, I really wish it was just on attack, your opponent mills 1.
Well, I mean, he is free. If he was like 1 gauge or something, I could see that, right?
yeah. See,
And his power is decent too.
Yeah, he's got good stats for being free, and free for Darkness Dragon World is nice. But I mean, are you
See,
even?
yeah, Death Gaze would have been good if he was like this. If he was free to play, then people would still use him.
Instead, you get to use SD Death Gaze instead.
Yeah, I know. Spectral for 1 and Edith Gauge, which is also really good.
I already forgot what card I was at. I was at this. Another 3 crit size 1, but this guy cost a gauge, so.
Oh.
Yeah, no. 4-3-1 size 1 gauge. No, thank you. I'd rather play like a spell or something. All right, Black Depressed Buckling Bazaar.
Oh, well. I'll get a depressed card. Oh, this is a good card. It's a
When
good
this
card.
card enters the field, if you have another Black Dragon monster on your field, put the top card of your deck in your gauge. I'd say this is a pretty good card.
It's a 2 crit and get a gauge. Yeah, it's a pretty good card.
two crit, get a gauge, and it's a Black
Decent
Dragon.
power. It's a decent power, though.
3
If only it had destruction as an attribute, it would be broken.
Stop asking for too much. You're asking for too much.
Stop being greedy, damn it. You already have the best trial deck.
All right, next card, Black Rampage Fanagle. Black Dragon, of course. He's got move. 2-2-1
Generic mover.
or 2-2-2. Yeah, it's not a good mover. Not at all.
Really wish it was a 3-2-1. It honestly would have maybe have been played. It just would have been a chump blocker.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Because that 2K defense is still a chump blocker, but with the 2K attack, it just doesn't hit over enough.
Yeah. And again, no destruction attributes for Justin. Do any of these cards have destruction attributes?
There's a couple of spells do. I think 2 spells do.
This is a dragon and a deep, and it's a size 0 with 2 crit.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, that seems really nice. You still run Black Dragon G in the deck anyway.
Yeah, I still do. Just taking that damage, especially with curse counter or like a on board, is really good.
Yeah, so 2 crit zeros are nice. I also consider just having that Shadow Dive 0. That's lifelink 1 or something, but
Oh yeah.
again, I keep forgetting. I don't know why it's not turning red. Void Slash. Is this the card we just clicked? Nope.
Yeah.
So we got into spells. You may only cast this card if there are 5 or more cards in your opponent's drop zone. Cast cost 1 gauge. Deal 1 damage to your opponent. Then if there are 10 or more cards in the drop, deal 3 damage to your opponent instead. You only cast this once per turn. For 1 gauge.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I'd say it's really good.
It kind of opens up like direct damage builds now, because I could see somebody running like 2 to 3 of these with especially with the ability to mill your opponent's deck in some what is it? What is that? Oh god, Death Ruler 13. Like that could be like a really nasty deck.
I feel like this is probably just a good card too, because I mean, Darkness Dragon World in general, like they call a monster, you kill their monster with one of your destruction spells.
Yeah.
You got like 3 cards and they drop pretty quickly. And
So to get 10 cards in your opponent's drop, that usually happens naturally by turn 4. So.
yeah, and with the deck with the trial deck how it is, you can probably do it maybe a turn earlier. I think this spell's pretty good.
It is really good.
Yeah, because it's like even if your opponent is playing like counter spells or like shields, they're still adding cards to the drop zone every time they play a card.
Right.
Like it really doesn't matter.
Oh, we got Abyss Symphony. Did they give a new art for this? Or?
Yes, I hope
it's
it
an
is.
art. It's
Yeah, you have to go through the gallery to see it.
I don't see any of them in there.
What?
there is a new art. It has what's his face Purple Chan.
Purple Chan.
Yeah.
The trap.
That's good. We really need it. I think the only other reprint we absolutely need now is Death Grip. Yeah, really need Death Grip because like
You want Death
Devil's
Break instead? It's the same thing, right?
Yeah, Death Grip, Death Break. It just costs 2 more gauge, but you can kill
yeah,
anything.
it costs so much.
This card's I think it's too expensive to play probably.
Yeah, but I will still use it.
You think so? You wouldn't just like wait till your turn to like death damage or some shit?
I am lying.
Okay.
Justin Geese said he'd play it. I expect to see a lot of this in all the Spring Fests from now on.
It's gonna be 4 main deck.
If you guys want to know what you should play Venom Nova, please. Play that card.
I don't think you have to tell people because I feel like they're trying to make it successful on purpose. They're trying to figure
I
out
hope they do. Try your hardest to make that a successful deck.
I would love to see a successful deck list for Venom Nova. Just
I would love to play a successful list for Venom Nova.
next spell card, Dark Spirit. Counter, choose a black dragon and battle.
It's a Dragon Energy.
Yeah, Dragon Energy.
Yeah.
Dragon Energy for Black Dragons.
Then we got Black Dragon Shield, which you get 4 of them in the trial deck, which is nice.
It's really good. It's just a green shield that doesn't actually.
It's better or worse? It has its advantages.
It's not better or worse because you can't block monsters.
Alright, and then we have some weapons. This one is
I like this.
1
My
gauge,
favorite
1
weapon.
life. When this card attacks, put the top card of your opponent's deck in his or her drop, and if there are 6 or more cards in your opponent's drop, this card gets penetrate. What?
5/2 on swing they mill.
Yeah, that's really nice, especially for this mill deck. Was this a 2 of in the deck? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, so you basically have to buy 2 if you want to play.
The next one is a vanilla weapon, so you can skip that.
Yep, Garbia. Now for the whole point of the Triple D, right? The Triple D introduced Impact Monsters. So Impact Monsters are cards that you can only play one Impact Monster per turn.
Mm-hmm.
You can only play one Impact Monster per turn. You can play it during your phase. After that, they're just a monster, and they can attack during your phase.
And so you can see that right here. They got their size and then attack. This just a sideways monster that do something. But for this one, it's call cost, pay 2 gauge, destroy a black dragon monster on your field. When this card enters the field, destroy a card on your opponent's field.
It's decent. It's decent.
It's alright.
It's good for a trial deck.
Yeah, it's very good for a trial deck.
You can't really expect them to give you much more. It's a trial deck and a cheap one at that.
It is also 2 gauge to essentially pop a card and deal 3 damage. So
Yeah.
or 2 gauge and sack them.
Alright. Now, what was the next trial deck we wanted to go over?
Do the Sun Dragon one.
Sun Dragon.
Let's go to Dragon, so I don't have to weep over the Star Dragon.
Alright, first card. I guess the boss unit for the deck. Flaming Sky Cavalry Dragon Blazing Sun. Call cost 3 gauge. Your opponent does not have a monster. It gets lots of defense. He has move and penetrate.
Good card. But
Yeah.
it does get hit by crossbows, so you know.
This made me want to play Sun Dragons.
Really?
Yeah.
This card just doesn't seem that great to me, though.
It, considering pretty much, well, you also play 100 demons, and all you do is sit on the center.
Yeah.
Decks now that's sitting in the center. There's like 3 or 4.
Yeah. I guess
And even
7K defense.
Penetrate.
They could play that that fist too that makes them get +1/+1 if they wanted to.
Yeah.
Which would probably be really annoying. So I guess for a trial deck, this is a very good card.
Yeah.
I like it.
Especially since Sun Dragons don't use gauge for like anything.
Must be nice.
Gauge for pretty much any of their monsters. I think this is the only size 2 that costs gauge.
Hey, when this card enters the field, destroy the monster in your opponent's center. Okay, I was gonna say, what? They get a card that does 1 gauge kill anything? No, it's only the center.
Well, just kill anything, but that anything has to be in the center.
That's good.
Yeah, it's not super bad.
Yeah.
Let's see, giant player.
It's got 2 crits.
2 crit, 1 gauge, 7,000 attack power.
Vanilla.
Vanilla. He has 3 crit.
Oh wow. Wait, 6'3", 3?
Something
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
633.
Wow.
Generic crap beater.
422. Why? What's the point of a 422?
No 1,000 rapier for you.
It's okay, they don't need one.
Is this the
Yeah,
card
they
I
have
just clicked
something
on?
worse.
Oh, new card. Mirror Blade Dragon. Your
Oh,
opponent
this
does
guy.
not
I like this guy.
Yeah, no center gets plus a crit. 3 crit for free.
Yep. So you can literally go call 3 of him and make your opponent's life a nightmare.
And it's like, even if they have somebody in the center, that extra crit wouldn't have helped anyway.
Yeah. So it's pretty good, I guess. I mean, they show cards that clear your opponent's center with its size 2.
It's pretty much a guaranteed 4 of Sun Dragons because it's a free 3 crit monster.
Just free 3 crits, why not?
What is this guy? Vivid Flash Dragon. When this card enters the field, for this turn, all your cards in your opponent's field get -2. I like that it's all cards.
It's a good sight card. It's a good
Yeah.
sight.
So that's nice for like Kaiserion and stuff, like Makuro and whatnot.
Like, oh, you're playing Hero World or anything with a big ass in the center. Let me just call this and then reduce your defense.
That's nice. So you said sideboard. That's a 2 of.
You really need to on that one. No.
Yeah, Light Shield Dragon, generic defense monster. You probably
Never
don't
gonna be
play
played again.
this. Unless you show up to the event with this trial deck. And even then, you could buy 2 trial decks and put some of the other cards back in there. A 2/1 with penetrate.
Nah.
That seems so
Kinda-
irrelevant.
It is kind of irrelevant.
You have to link attack with like 3 things maybe to get over its attack.
The cost of engage and was like a 5-2-1.
I don't get it. It's not good. Bright Hammer. Alright, Hot Dragon Jr. More size zeros that do nothing.
Another improperly started 0.
3-1-2. Fantastic.
When is Daisy Road gonna get vanilla size zeros again? Because our vanilla zeros are not up to par anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, Eagle. Eagle.
Eagle!
Yes, Eagle pets. Eagle should be a 4-1-4.
No.
Yes, actually, that's
Draconic Grimoire, we know what this card does. 5 or less, discard your hand, draw 3. You get 3 copies. That was probably a needed reprint, wasn't it?
What the hell is Sun Dragon Shield?
Because you could only get that.
it's broken.
Sun Dragon Shield was great.
Let's see. Which touch of the sun? Shine Energy. I assume Shine Energy is the Trigo Energy clone.
Yeah.
The next one should be the Get a Gauge, and then if you have a Sun Dragon, you'll get 2 more.
Yeah, put the top card of your deck in your gauge, and if you have a Sun Dragon on your field, put the top 2 cards of your deck in your gauge. Well, they don't even need this for their deck, do they?
It depends on how much you want to abuse the size 3.
Mm. Yeah.
I mean, they may get stuff later on that card is more useful.
So Shine Energy was changed to.
You could use it to, fuel your costs for Venom Nova.
You just have to play that size 0, right? What the heck? Dringo Energy Clone, whatever.
Venom Nova lives.
Alright, Sun Dragon Shield. You may only cast this card during attacking your opponent's turn if you do not have a monster in the center and you have a Sun Dragon on your field. Counter, nullify the attack, put the top card of your deck into your gauge, and you gain 1 life. If you have 2 or more Sun Dragon on the field, this card cannot be nullified.
What?
Why do I have to read so much for this stupid shield?
I'm playing Sun Dragons.
And of course, it's a Dragon World shield that gets all this stuff, right? You get a gauge,
of course.
and it can't be nullified, basically.
Shield the world.
Let's put like all the good Dragon Shields into 1 card.
That makes sense. I mean, I guess maybe if you could draw a card too, I feel like this card's not busted enough for Dragon World.
I'm still waiting for them to
It
get a
took the
shield.
3 main shields and then shoved them into 1.
I'm still waiting for them to get a shield, nullify the attack and draw a card. I'm waiting for it.
Or we could give you
I
an
mean, they had
option too.
Primeval Shield. That did that, but no one plays it.
Maybe 1. Alright, Sunfist, Rising Knuckle, Equip Cost, pay 2 gauge, penetrate. It's a 5-2 for 2 gauge.
It's a hysteric spear.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay because it's got the Sun Dragon attribute, so it counts for your shield.
Oh, God damn it. That's so stupid. As if that was not a problem, right? Maybe they'll give you a Sun Dragon fist that has Soul Guard like that other fist.
Yeah, and all the things that require Sun Dragons don't need Sun Dragon Molson, which is stupid.
Generic sword.
Yeah, Daylight. It does look pretty cool though, That's
Yeah. Then we have the Impact Monster. Ball Dragon, Ball Grand Strike. Was there a regular version of this card in the deck at all?
Nope. It's a common in the set.
Okay.
And none of the trial decks came with the original version.
Okay, so this is a Impact Monster again. Call cost. Pay 2 gauge, put a Sun Dragon monster from your field into your gauge, which is arguably better than the Black Dragon cost of just killing it.
There's no arguing that. What do you mean?
Like,
arguably.
Why does if Black Dragon they had the card that just put it into the gauge, that'd be awesome too.
Yeah.
What the heck? And it's just got penetrate and 3 crit. Size 2. Seems pretty solid.
It's
7-3-5.
Yeah. Clear something if you got a better turn, whatever. Plus, it's Sun Dragon. Is it Sun Dragon attribute? Yeah, Sun Dragon attribute.
That's all that matters.
All right, and then of course, all right.
So yeah, that means Inferno will finally go away.
Was it a size 2?
Yeah, it was a size 2.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Now for the worst deck, I guess.
Let's get ready to cry.
I cry. I cry every time.
4 Quasar Stein Cross, 6/26, size 3, already gross.
He's all right. I kind of like him.
When this card enters the left or right, put up to 1 card from your drop to this card's soul. Double attack Soul Guard for 3 gauge.
He'd be great, if you didn't have to call him to the left or right to get to Dragon Arms.
Oh my god.
It's kind of a moot point. I mean, come on.
That's
Or, it could get pillar fired.
or you could get Pillar Fire too.
It will snap and get Pillar to Fired, and you know it.
I will snap Pillar Fire.
What is this one?
Size 2, what's his name? Star Dragoner T Alpha. Call cost 1 gauge, top card of deck into the soul. Already way better. Soul Guard.
It's decent.
Yeah,
It's pretty
he's
good
not-
trial deck card.
It's pretty good. It's got 3 crit.
With Soul Guard in a trial deck is actually really good.
Yeah, Neo Dragon. 3 crit. Yeah, it's pretty solid. It's a backup Jack if you don't want to pay for the regular Jack. Which I guess could be understandable. Star Dragoner Proto Fuser. Let's see.
Okay, we got our deck sucks, but we got plenty of 3 crits.
Hey, you get a 3 crit size 2.
We got 2 3 crit size 2s.
Say what?
You can't take that away from me.
Darkness Dragon.
You can't take that away from me. I got more 3 crits than you.
Size 2, 4/4. Call cost 1 gauge. When this card enters the field, put up to 1 Drago Arms from your drop into your hand.
And this was a size 1. And
If it was a size 1, it would be a snap 3 to 4/0, but it's not.
if it was a size 1 and didn't cost gauge and just was like a 1/2/1 or something.
I guess he's good for a trial deck if you'd have nothing better.
The thing is, the Dragon Arms in the trial deck are kind of
Okay, that's what I was going to be afraid of.
There's not really an about it. The Dragon Arms in here are pretty
This one
terrible,
just clicked
outside
on.
of Vogel.
Hey, no, the strength one is pretty good.
Is this guy a reprint? I feel like they already have.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
He just has different art.
same art.
Oh, same
Yeah.
art and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So this guy's a mover. 4/2. What was it? 4/2/1 move. 2 crit.
Yeah, he gives whenever he's in the soul to of move.
Very good. Star Dragoner Blaze. 3.
Let's have
2,
more
2,
movers.
move.
4 terrible movers.
Why couldn't you be a 4/1 again? Just you're already having irrelevant 2K defense. Just give him more attack.
Drago Arms. Slowing. When you're Neo Dragon with this card in its soul attacks, if you have a monster in the center, put the top card of your deck into your gauge. Once per turn.
It's okay. It's okay.
It's not
It's
bad.
alright.
It's kind of a better Tornado.
Yeah, you could just, I don't know, I can see this card seeing play for some decks that are kind of gauge heavy. But I don't
It's
know.
okay.
Most,
Okay, I'll
most times
make an
it's
impact
elevated.
that deck, and it will run this. I'm gonna make a spam impact deck, and it'll run this. Don't worry, he'll see play.
Well, then you put like 4 of them into the soul, and when you attack, you get 4 gauge.
Yeah, 4 gauge, and then you just impact.
You double it.
And then
And if they're somehow living, you just call impact jack and just swing.
There you go. Bad plans are bad.
Terrible plans. You guys should all follow my example.
Drago Arm Strength, since we're slow and now we're strong. 5/1/2 Drago Arms. If you do not have a monster in the center of this card, and this card is in the soul of a Neo Dragon, that Neo Dragon gets +2 and Penetrate.
I like it.
And what's the other one do that gives Penetrate? Does it just give Penetrate straight up?
It has 2
It's
crits.
just a 4/2 that gives penetrate.
Size 2?
It doesn't give the extra 2k.
Okay, so this one's already kind of better just because in traditional Star Dragon World decks anyway, you're probably going to, if you're a Jack deck, you're going to have move anyway with your weapon, right?
Yeah.
So this card is probably going to see a lot of use. As a couple of them at least.
Yeah, it's just because it's a penetrator and it fixes the low power that Jack has.
Yeah, he's got good stats too with that 5K clearing power.
Yeah.
Strength. Star Dragonar Cross Veer.
Ironic how they give the extra power to the things that are supposed to be in Soul.
Yeah, this card is no. 1, 2, 6. Fantastic.
Alright, the only thing I need to hit is face. I don't need to hit anything else.
At least he has 2 crit. Brave member. Suka looking all serious and shit. Do they get older in this next season?
I don't know.
Oh yes, my draw spell.
5 or less. Pay 1 gauge, draw 2. Why does it have to be 5 or less?
Survival chance clone.
Survival
Yeah.
chance clone.
Worst card.
I like it. I like it.
Just because it's easy to go handless.
Better
if you
than
get-
planet is better than planet memory. I hate ditching my whole hand.
Yeah.
Or what's left of my hand anyway.
Very interesting art. Brave Memory. Cosmo Healing is next.
Bad card.
Top card of deck in the gauge and you gain a life. There's draw card 2 and Psych.
No. She's like, oh, you want a Dragon Emperor? You want a Dragon Emperor? You can have a Dragon Emperor, but you can't have the Legend. Sorry, no draw card.
Sad face. Surprise laser. Counter. Destroy
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, would you still rather play the 3,000 defense or less killer?
I like the 3,000 or less killer because it hits a lot of size 2s in the Dragon worlds.
Oh yeah,
Well,
or
this one's
the
pretty
Neg
nice as
Balls
well.
or something.
Yeah, it's Niagara Balls.
So that's probably why you wouldn't play this card over that one.
It's out of nowhere.
But it's a surprise laser!
It says destroy the size 1 or less monster, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't hit Nega Walls.
No, there's a different
No,
one.
the
Yeah.
other one, pay gauge, hit something with 3,000 or less defense.
Yeah.
Is the card you would play instead of this one.
Yeah, that's the clone from the Hero World trial that. And
Speculate Ring, so the Drogo Energy clone.
Yep. It's got a new art.
Earth Barrier, this was the heal one.
Why is there only 2 of that in the deck?
What? Oh, see this, Sean? Is this the trial deck card that we're gonna get?
No, we get the original art for it.
Oh, okay, so they don't even
Yeah.
redeem buying this trial deck by giving you Tsukuar.
Nope.
they're
They
not
just give you a flying planet Earth with a star on it.
Sad face. Then we got some of the items. So the other item I assume is generic, and this one is single star Neo Meteor. Quick cost: 1 gauge. If there is 1 or more cards in the Soul of the Neo Dragon on your field, this card gets +3.
what?
So 7K weapon if you have a card with 1 or more souls.
Yeah.
Good for a trial deck, but you'd still probably play all the other weapons.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. And then last, but not least, is our impact monster, Jackknife Dragoner Wall.
How bad is it?
636 size 2
It's not
impact monster.
bad, it's just really generic.
Pay 2 gauge, put this card on top of a monster on your field. Soul Guard. Period.
See, it's not bad, it's just very generic. It doesn't do anything.
It says if your jackknife dies, you have to swing in with another monster in your center, and then toss this on top to protect yourself.
Yeah, but all the other cards in the deck say to go on the side, don't they?
Well, I mean, but with that, what you can do is you can use the things that get it from the side, and if you've got Providence Saber equipped, because this can go on top of anything, so you can turn essentially anything into a jackknife and then give it move with Providence.
Yeah. And then Sun Dragon say, "We don't care, we penetrate."
And they don't care because they have Aster.
Alright, so these are the Triple T trial decks. So for the people watching, do you really only need to buy one copy of these trial decks?
You only need to buy one, except for the Sun Dragon one, because you buy two of the Sun Dragon one for the four Sun Dragon shields.
Oh, of course. The Busted Shield that.
You have to play four. If you play Sun Dragons and you don't play four Sun Dragon shield, I will disown you.
And you have to play the weapon too.
Oh my god!
Right?
What? Holy crap!
Oh my god, it's Juan Mango, sign my baby.
What?
I think I scared him off.
I didn't even see him join. I had like so many other screens up. I'm like, what? Juan's actually on. So these are the trial decks. They're a bit underwhelming. So opinion says that you need one Darkness Dragon World deck, 0 Star Dragon World decks. Is that accurate?
Sounds about right.
Created Star Dragon World.
Oh my god, Juan joined again!
Juan, will you sign my back?
Does he have clothes on? I think
You want his bear?
Can't even hear you, Masood.
Right?
Oh, let's see. One, I think, was probably at volleyball coming back. There's not much else to talk about right now. I mean, the only things we have looking forward to for us, not this weekend, but the weekend after, there's going to be a Dynasty Cup at Justin's store, Super Card Game, or Superstar. Superstar.
If you come and you're not playing Venom Nova, I will disown you.
He's definitely not playing Venom Nova. But yeah, we have that going on. I'm trying to remember the exact date. It was the 12th.
The 12th.
The 12th.
So March 12th in I can't remember what, outside of Baltimore.
Yes,
Parksville.
right outside of Baltimore in Parkville, Maryland.
That's Superstar Card Gaming.
Yeah.
Look him up on Facebook. It's probably the easiest way to find his store.
Yeah, look it up on Facebook. Or Google. You can go. Yes, you can Google us.
And I guess to do shout-outs for the various channels. So first is Justin's channel with Just Us League swag, and featuring his channel there on my sidebar. And then we have Alex and Brand with Buddy Fight News Corner, also on my recommended channels list. And then for the Phantom, who almost never joins us, Juan Mango, he also has a channel. He doesn't post anything on his channel, and I think the same goes for Masood, where he also does not post anything for his channel.
I have a comment. Oh wait, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. I'm working on some stuff, but I primarily do Vanguard-related stuff, so it's not really relevant to the stream.
Yeah, Vanguard. I tried.
That's what
I
the
tried
news
playing
corner's
Vanguard.
for.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are doing okay. So you're taking Masood's content, his Buddy Fight stuff, putting it on the news corner.
Yeah.
All right. So there's probably not much else for us to say. We'll probably close it off. We'll try and figure out what our next topic should be coming up, but I
Probably
don't
the
know.
Triple D set 1.
When's that released?
That's April.
Next.
That's pretty. Well, I guess that's a month away.
Yeah, but by then we might have all the leaks by then.
True. Well, that or we can just start picking worlds again to discuss, since there's
Yeah.
a number of worlds we have not yet discussed.
Yeah, because I think the next one is Canada, if I'm correct. Let me grab the.
Like Toronto or Vancouver or something.
I like how the wiki has the release date in English, one, but it doesn't have a Japanese release date.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's March the 19th, so it's actually the weekend after the Dynasty Cup is Vancouver.
Okay. So a few weeks till new reporting news, but we have trial decks coming out, and I think that the Black Dragon deck makes slight changes to, or the trial deck makes slight changes to the to the Black Dragon deck right now, but it's probably not until the booster set comes out that Tigerballs becomes super annoying.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's super annoying right now, actually, but he becomes even super more annoying after the set releases.
All right. So to close out, as always, guys, thanks for watching.
Peace.
All right.